everyone, welcome to another episode of the Mizuho Week Ahead. I am Zinyi, market economist at Mizuho Bank. The theme for the upcoming week is shaky and shifty positions. Aside from shaky political positions, increasingly even as a slew of central banks kept rates on hold last week, their stance may increasingly be shifting. In addition, fiscal positions also look precarious. The softer US CPI was undoubtedly the key driver behind the plunging USD yields and saw markets bring forward expectations for a rate cut, fully pricing in the first cut in September. In terms of central bank action, RBNZ kept rates unchanged, but their dovish statement saw markets bring forward their pricing for a rate cut and the New Zealand dollar underperformed. Similarly, looking ahead, the ECB is set to hold rates on 18 July, but their conviction to hold will continue to be tested, especially considering that sticky services inflation and wage growth risks have been played down in recent weeks. Meanwhile, even as OAT bond spreads narrowed last week, fiscal worries in France have certainly not abated. In EM Asia, the Bank of Korea also held rates. As we had postulated in our preview, they displayed a clear inclination to examine the timing of a rate cut. But at the same time, their statement added three fresh constraints of assessing the impacts of foreign exchange markets, housing prices in Seoul and its surrounding areas, and household debt on financial stability. Notably, these three constraints all lean towards a hold. First, Korean won remains the underperformer year-to-date among Asian peers, with the exception for the Japanese yen. Second, housing prices in Seoul have increased. And third, household loan growth also remains strong. In fact, with only 2 members out of 7 open to a cut in the next 3 months, barring a discernible turn in the 3 conditions listed, a Q4 cut remains our baseline view. In Malaysia, the BNF had a relatively similar statement as they kept their rate hold and the ringgit remains supported by the lack of need for pipeline easing or calibration. While the Thai baht has managed to outperform last week, scrutiny on political and fiscal risks are set to grow. Thailand's government announced that 24th July will be the date where all details of their digital wallet plans will be revealed. On the same day, the courts will also continue to hear the case for removal of Prime Minister Srettha on ethical violations of the constitution. For this week, Bank Indonesia is set to stand pat on Wednesday amid the brief respite afforded by the Indonesian rupiah and contained inflation trajectory. That said, the rupiah risks have certainly not abated, given the intensifying scrutiny on fiscal path ahead amid the back and forth on assurances on fiscal deficit and reports on President-elect Prabowo attempts to remove the fiscal deficit ceiling. Malaysia's Q2 GDP on Friday is set to accelerate on strong manufacturing production driven by ongoing electronics demand and resilient services activity amid improving consumer confidence and ample household liquidity from loans and EPF withdrawals. The latter's financial prudence remains in doubt given the already dire retirement needs shortfall. All in, even as USD yields soften, markets will continue to ponder if shaky political and fiscal positions imply that EM Asia FX have undergone a structural shift. With that, we have come to the end of the video. For more information on the key events for the upcoming week, please refer to our Week Ahead publication or contact your respective sales desk and RMs. And for regular notifications on our market views, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button. Thank you and bye-bye.